Kong and Godzilla play rock, paper, scissors. Very strange. Godzilla punches Kong with a bag. Kong rolled his eyes, not thinking he would lose so easily, holding out his briefcase to withstand the attack. Kong was bitter and continued to play, but it was too bad and he lost again. I was whipped a few more times on my butt. Mongolia is as red as a traffic light. This time playing haphazardly, Kong won again. Godzilla jerked Kong's butt but suddenly felt uneasy. This attack made Kong suddenly jump and hit himself. Raptor picked flowers nearby and saw Kong and Godzilla having fun. Godzilla was still teasing Kong for missing the attack. Who knew? At the right moment, Kong brought the stick down on his head and his eyes popped out. Maybe filming a horror movie doesn't require makeup. The raptor cried loudly and ran home. Kong Godzilla continued to play, not knowing that a raptor titan was coming out to calculate the blow to the head earlier. While I was playing, no one kept bothering me like that. After hitting the stick, Kong realized he hit the wrong spot. Kong and Godzilla abandoned their belongings and ran for help, but they couldn't make it in time. Knocked by two titans without missing a single shot, as I expected, the director will mobilize two other titans of Godzilla and Kong to witness the scene just now. So without saying much more, the four titans had an excuse to fuck each other. Actually, we've been annoyed with each other for a long time, and now we have an excuse to have a little fight. Whichever side wins, the fans celebrate as their own victory. Both sides are strong. The result is both defeat and injury. At the end of the battle, the winner could not be determined, but all four were tired. Kong, Godzilla, and the raptor had been sleeping next to each other for a while. The titans were stunned, and it turned out that fighting was pointless. Tossing the ball tantalizingly, Kong threw the baseball with a spin. Sure enough, Godzilla guessed that his flight was going to miss and hit himself in the middle of his forehead. Kong rolled over and laughed. Godzilla roared bitterly. Throwing it back still isn't done. Kong threw the ball with his life. The ball goes extremely tight and catches fire due to air friction. But Godzilla was so strong, he blocked the throw with a ball that flew from the earth up to the sun. The earth therefore became dark. But as soon as I entered, Old Monkey Dad called me back and grabbed the whip. This is destroying the village and the neighborhood, going out without knowing the time. Feeling wronged, Godzilla and Kong hugged their faces and sobbed. Then after nodding, the two children walked through their parents' bedroom. While walking, Kong twisted his leg. Godzilla promptly covered Kong's mouth from screaming before leaving the house. Kong bandaged his leg and tried to drag himself behind. Wait for me, my friend. Godzilla kept walking steadily, making Kong feel helpless and scream loudly. Kong sulked and cried, causing Godzilla to relent and let Kong carry him away, but it's not light. Godzilla had to sweat all over to carry Kong a little further. His stomach rumbled. My leg hurts. Kong is acting like a babe. You don't love me. Even though he's very tired, still try his best to find food. There are some chickens in front of the house. Godzilla then rushed out and grabbed one. The homeowner heard the commotion and rushed out to beat Godzilla to death. Finally brought home a life and a chicken, not being able to ask a single question. Seeing Godzilla's disheveled appearance, Kong laughed again, making Godzilla angry. Then it was finally time to roast the chicken. Godzilla told Kong to watch the roast chicken so he could get some water to drink. The chicken also cooks quickly and becomes fragrant. When Godzilla returned home holding a water bottle, he was stunned to see a pile of clean chicken bones and Kong sleeping soundly. Kong was startled and jumped up into a defensive stance, forgetting to put on the leg brace. It turns out that Kong was off his feet a long time ago. What's wrong with friends? The parents finally found their two children who had run away from home for several days. After returning home, I still had to serve Kong's medical treatment. He pulled out a hidden weapon and shot it, causing Kong to fall painfully. Parents understood the reason